Okay, that might be better. I couldn't talk. Now I have the audio on the stream that I'm viewing. I need to turn that off. Okay, let's see if that is better. Just working out the kinks here. Very first stream ever on YouTube. Now, I've been saying I've wanted to do this for a very long time, and we are finally doing it. So, it's been a while since I've actually put out a video on YouTube. I have been very busy with work, and just haven't had time to edit, but I did have some free time tonight to play a little Pokemon Red, so we are going to do that. And I finally got the streaming setup that I wanted. Learned some new tricks in the process. As you can see, I've got the green screen going on. Looks like I'm in the Kanto region. And I got a nice background. That background, I believe, is actually from Pokemon Emerald, but it looked very nice, so I just decided to use it for this. So we're going to be playing through Pokemon Red. I don't know how far we will get tonight, but I will be following a walkthrough that the link for it is in the description below. It's on StrategyWiki. It's very detailed. I have played through Pokemon Red and Pokemon Yellow a few times. I've never actually followed a walkthrough while playing, trying to complete the Pokedex and basically 100%ing the game. So that is what we're going to do. So let me get to the place in the walkthrough I need to be in. Okay, yeah, the first part of this walkthrough is like 3 or 4 pages of just explaining the walkthrough itself, and like there's color coding depending on if you're playing red, blue, or yellow, and we don't need to go through all of that right now. Pallet Town, okay, this is where we want to be. I guess I will read the walkthrough because I'm going to have to read it anyway as I play, so I'm going to do one thing here first. Wanted to know if I was actually talking to anybody or not. This will go up on my channel afterwards anyway, so it really doesn't matter, but if anybody is watching, welcome and thank you. So yeah, I'll just read this as we go through it. So I believe we can go ahead and start the game. So let's go to option. We want fast, and we want animation, and we want shift. I know there are probably some diehards out there that say set is the only way to battle, but we're not that hardcore, so we're just going to stay with shift. And we're going to just go with red and blue for the names. And I don't nickname Pokemon. Maybe if I get some requests. I've never nicknamed my Pokemon before, so. If I end up doing a Pokemon Yellow playthrough, we'll use Ash and Gary for the names, because that version's more based around the anime. Okay, so first part of the walkthrough. Pallet Town might seem like any other humble hamlet, but someday the whole world will know that this is where you began your quest to become the greatest Pokemon trainer ever. The famous Professor Oak, known for his Pokemon studies, also lives in Pallet Town. He'll give you your first Pokemon. That's one down, 150 to go. And it says, yeah, you can either choose Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. It does give you the Pokemon that you would be able to catch if you had a fishing rod here, but we will not be able to do that until much later. So, humble beginnings. This is where it all begins, Pallet Town, home to you and your mom, your rival and his sister, and the Pallet Town Pokemon Research Lab. The head of this research lab is none other than the world-renowned Professor Oak, who happens to be your rival's grandfather. But don't worry, he doesn't play favorites. In fact, he will give you first choice in Pokemon when the time comes. And throughout this walkthrough, it gives you little hints about where things are. So it says, home, sweet home. Grab a potion out of the computer in your room, just in case your rival puts up a good fight. If your Pokemon get hurt, Mom will heal them for free. So let's go ahead and get our potion out of our PC here. And we might need that for our first battle. And go down and talk to Mom. I don't know if you guys want me to read the text or not. I might read the text. I'm going to have a lot of drinks for this. Okay, so this day may start out like any other, but this is a special day for you. This is the day that you get to embark on your own Pokemon adventure. You'll travel the world, see lots of interesting places, and meet lots of interesting people. But most of all, you will set out to become one of the greatest Pokemon trainers the world has ever known. After saying good morning to your mom, you step out the door to find the one man who can start you on your journey, Professor Oak. So let's just walk around the town a little bit here. Red's house. I'm raising Pokemon too. When they get strong, they can protect me. And the sign is Pallet Town. Shades of your journey await. We've got Blue's house. Let's go in here. There's Blue's sister. Hi, Red. Blue is out at Grandpa's lab. She's got a little notebook here. It's a big map. This is useful. And in each of the houses, there is a map that you can view. But we will get one of those to carry with us in just a few minutes. Technology is incredible. You can now store and recall items and Pokemon as data via PC. Oak Pokemon Research Lab. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. And so does he. Professor Oak is the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. Yo, Red, Gramps isn't around. And got some instructions on the wall here. This is your Pokedex. It's encyclopedia-like, but the pages are blank. There's two of those, and we got the Pokeballs. Those are Pokeballs. They contain Pokemon. Of course. So, I believe if we go out into the grass here... Hey, wait! Don't go out! It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Blue, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Red. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha. They are inside the Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. In my old age, I have only 3 left. But you can have one. Choose. Hey, how's it going? How can you play that game? I am playing this game on the original hardware, so the original Game Boy cartridge, in the Super Game Boy, which is in the Super Nintendo. And the Super Nintendo is hooked up via S-Video to a switcher or like a switch box. And I've got it going to out of the switch box to the TV, into my Elgato capture card, and then into the PC. So that is how I can play the game. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Be patient, Blue. You can have one too. Okay, so back to our walkthrough here. Choices. Bulbasaur is a good choice for beginners, as it is effective against the first 3 gym leaders and has strong attacks. Squirtle is a good choice for intermediate players, effective against the first gym leader, and with reliable moves throughout the game, while Charmander is generally considered a choice for experts, because it will have a tough time against the first 2 gym leaders and hits a major rut mid-game. Hey, no problem. And thank you for watching. Professor Oak catches you in the grass. Yes, we've seen that part. Okay, you start off your task by looking in the obvious place, the research lab, but oddly enough, he isn't there, so you check your rival's home, but you only find his sister. Professor Oak seems to have left town. Maybe you should head out in search of him. The moment that you set one foot outside of town, someone calls to you and warns you not to go out. It's Professor Oak. In red and blue, he just brings you to his lab. Professor Oak brings you back to the lab with your rival waiting. He will offer the both of you a starter Pokemon in Pokemon Red and Blue versions. He offers you the choice of 3 Pokemon from which you will select your very first. Choose carefully. Not only will the Pokemon you pick be your strongest for the next few hours, it will determine which Pokemon your rival picks as well. Okay. Your rival awaits. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick our Pokemon. And since we are playing Pokemon Red, so we've got Squirtle. We're not going to go with Squirtle. This is Bulbasaur. Strange seed was planted on its back at birth. The plant sprouts and grows with the Pokemon. And we are not going to pick Bulbasaur either. Since this is Pokemon Red, we're going to go with Charmander. Obviously prefers hot places. When it rains, steam is said to spout from the tip of its tail. That is quite the name you've got there. There's like a capital. I don't know if that's like a... Yeah, capital A underscore and then like a symbol of some kind and lowercase a. Not even sure how I would say that. I'll just go with A. I don't know. So, you want the fire Pokemon Charmander? Yes. This Pokemon is really energetic. Red received a Charmander. Do you want to give a nickname to Charmander? No. Of course, he's going to pick Squirtle. I'll take this one then. Blue received a Squirtle. Alright, so let's read the next part here. With your first Pokemon in hand and an eagerness to start your journey, you head for the exit. But before you can leave, your rival decides that he wants to test his mettle against you and challenges you to a battle that you cannot refuse. And then it goes on to say, Blue's house, your lifelong rival, isn't home, but his sister is. Your rival carries a grudge against you, but his sister thinks you're okay. If you stop by a little later, she'll give you a useful item, no matter what your rival says. So now we will go into the very first battle, which is kind of tricky because depending on what moves he picks, he could possibly beat you. But we do have the potion, so hopefully we will be able to use the potion and beat him in this battle. So your first battle is seemingly difficult. People playing red or blue will have a tough match ahead of them, since your rival has shrewdly chosen the Pokemon that has a type advantage over yours, although it doesn't know any moves of its own type yet. However, he might have the better stats to defeat you, such as Charmander having better speed over Bulbasaur, or Squirtle using its superior defense to take in Charmander's hits. That's the one we're going to be dealing with. Fortunately, your rival isn't much of a fighter and wastes time with status-based techniques like Growl and Tail Whip instead of just choosing the attacks and going for the quick KO. Using a status-based technique is fine at the beginning of the battle, but is usually a bad idea afterwards. If your rival is hitting hard, you can also use that potion if you need to. If you lose, though, no big deal. All you miss out on is your rival's 175. Does anybody know the Pokemon currency? Is it Gil? I know that's Final Fantasy, but I think... Or is it just like Pokemon money? And a bit of XP, which will level your starter to level 6. And you'll get plenty of opportunities for a rematch. Also, there's stuff in here about the yellow version I'm just going to skip. And then after the fight, you're ready to leave town and travel along route number 1. Hello, Algernon. Algenron. How's it going? Yeah, I think Bulbasaur and Squirtle are probably the easier Pokemon to choose, but I've played through this game several times. My very first one was with Squirtle, and I usually choose the water type, but for this go around, I'm going to choose Charmander. Alright, so let's go ahead and battle. Wait, Red. Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Have you ever played through Pokemon Red or Blue before, Algenron? I do have to semi-concentrate on this battle. See, he does a lot more damage than we do. Yeah, one more hit, and then I'm going to have to use the potion. Oh, maybe not. Let's go one more. Let's hope he doesn't get a critical. Okay, now we definitely need to use it. Okay, that's good. We squeezed it out. All right. Yeah, the game is really easy with grass type this game anyway. Especially with the first two gyms being the ground type and water type. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon fight to toughen it up. Gramps, Red, Gramps, smell you later. I am actually not using an emulator. Playing on the original Game Boy cartridge, which is plugged into the Super Game Boy, which is plugged into the Super Nintendo, and then the Super Nintendo is connected via S-Video into a switcher, which goes to my TV and my capture card. So the quality is probably not as good as an emulator. You can kind of see the ghosting there, but I don't know, I just wanted to... It's kind of a little hobby of mine to get stuff running on the original hardware and captured in the computer, so... Alright, so did we automatically get healed? Yeah. Alright, so let's read the next little bit here. And then at the bottom of each of these walkthrough pages, it just kind of gives you information about the Pokemon. I'm not going to go into that. But it does give you what the recommended moveset is for each Pokemon, which I will be following. So for Charmander, which will eventually evolve into Charizard, we will be learning Flamethrower / Dig and Fire Spin. Dig is an interesting one. I wouldn't have thought Dig, but it must be a pretty powerful move. So on to Route 1. It's time to journey north to Viridian City. You can't capture new Pokemon just yet, but you can take this opportunity to build your Pokemon's experience levels. If your Pokemon enters too difficult a battle, use the run command to escape. If it faints, head home to get a little tender loving care from Mom, then continue onward to Viridian City. And it does give a nice map of each area as well. So the Pokemon that we will encounter on Route 1 are Pidgey and Rattata. You begin your journey at the southern end of Route 1 and must travel north. Route 1 is very peaceful and doesn't contain many interesting features. As a result, there's not a lot of things to do as you make your way to Viridian City. The first person you encounter is a man who offers you a free potion. Don't miss out on that. And then it gives some tips. Ledge jump. A useful time-saving trick is to leap off the low edges on the ground. You can only jump from a ledge when you're moving down. Just be careful not to end up in grassy areas. And just 1 second, I might not be seeing the chat here. Just a second. Okay, yeah, I think it's fine. I was, The chat was at the bottom of the screen there. I didn't know if maybe it was continuing off screen or not, but it doesn't look like it was, so. Yeah, we won't be able to buy Pokeballs yet until we come back to Viridian City. Yeah, and I do think I will buy a couple antidotes. And I think the walkthrough recommends that as well, so. So, Wild Pidgey and Rattata appear here at almost equal frequency. But without any Pokeballs of your own, the only thing fighting them is good for is XP. Be careful that they don't wear you down and stick with your damage dealing regular attacks. To avoid the fights altogether, spend as little time as possible walking through the grassy areas. They're the only areas where wild Pokemon lurk, so they're the only places you're at risk of being attacked. Just keep in mind that your Pokemon will level up faster if you participate in more fights. Even though it may not seem reasonable, you should level up your starter to level 10. Also note that players in the yellow version get a better deal here. Okay, we don't need to talk about yellow. So we just want to get our Charmander up to level 10 by the time we come back through here. So let's onward. Route 1 Pallet Town to Viridian City. Probably should have saved. Oh well. Oh, level 4 right off the bat. That's nice. Where are you from, Algernon? I might just call you Algie. That's quite the long name. Alright, already up to level 7. Let's go ahead and get this potion. Hi, I work at a Pokemon Mart. It's a convenient shop, so please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. Red got a potion. Alright, so I'm going to go back and get healed. We need to battle a little bit here anyway. Get up to level 10. I know I don't have to do all this, but I'm just going to go by the walkthrough, what it says. I'm just try and stay true to the walkthrough as much as I can. So some of the stuff I'm doing might seem pointless or kind of redundant, but oh, Asia, very cool. So what time is it where you are? It's 10:15 p.m. here. I guess that would be 22:18, 22:15, I guess. It's probably like, what, middle of the day there? What country in Asia, if you don't mind me asking? Well, let's go ahead and save. It's our first Pidgey. Oh, okay. So you're kind of out in the middle of the ocean then, huh? Hi from Indonesia. See those ledges along the road? It's a bit scary, but you can jump from them. You can get back to Pallet Town quicker that way. So, are you interested in just the video games, or you like the card game as well, or the anime, or? Yeah, Gust is really powerful against bugs, definitely. But I believe this walkthrough says that since you have Charmander, you shouldn't use a flying type because they have a lot of the same strengths against like type disadvantages. I believe at first we will use a Pidgey and a Spearow, but as we get more and more Pokemon, we'll probably just replace them. Okay, so we're in Viridian City now. Let's go back to our walkthrough here. Viridian City isn't exactly a bustling metropolis, but it's bigger than Pallet Town. Here, you'll find your first Pokemon Center, a place where you can go to restore your Pokemon to full health. You'll also see a Pokemon Mart, which stocks items useful to Pokemon trainers. This one has a delivery service and will need your help to make a special delivery. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, though. I'll hopefully talk to you later. So, upon arriving at Viridian City, there are a couple of new buildings for you to explore. The very first building that you will come across is the Pokemon Center. It is in these centers that a nurse will heal all of your Pokemon for free. You may also use their PCs to access your item storage, change your Pokemon roster, release Pokemon, check your Hall of Fame records, and have Professor Oak evaluate your Pokedex without having to directly speak to him. This is likely the first place you want to go to when you enter a new town or city. You don't want to be unprepared for any sudden battle challenges. So visit the Pokemon Center to fully restore your Pokemon's health points and the PP or power points of their moves, and cure them of any ailments, including poison, sleep paralysis, and more. Best of all, these services are free of charge. You can't go any further north for the moment because a man who fell down is blocking your way and won't move. Above and to the right of the Pokemon Center is a Pokemon Mart where it sells you goods for your journey, such as potions, medicine, Pokeballs, and other useful items. During your very first visit, the manager inside won't sell you anything. He does, however, run a delivery service and will ask for your assistance in delivering a package to Professor Oak. It must be important, so help him out. Alright. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing the trades as well. Pokemon Centers heal your tired, hurt, or fainted Pokemon. There's a Pokemon Center in every town ahead. They don't charge any money either. You can use that PC in the corner. The receptionist told me so. Kind. I don't have any use for the PC right now. Let's go ahead and save again. Yeah, Vermilion City. That is the seaport, right? Where the SSAN is. You want to know about the two kinds of caterpillar Pokemon? Sure. Caterpie has no poison, but Weedle does. Watch out for its poison sting. Yeah, let's go to the Pokemon Mart. Hey, you came from Pallet Town? How would he know that right when I walk in the door? You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it to him? Red got Oak's parcel. Okay, say hi to Professor Oak for me. No, potions are all sold out. This shop sells many antidotes. I would hope so. Viridian City, the eternally green paradise. Those Pokeballs at your waist. You have Pokemon. It's great that you can carry and use Pokemon anytime, anywhere. Yeah, we'll have to... And I know this is here. The walkthrough didn't tell us about this yet, but... Let's go up here. Oh, Grandpa, don't be so mean. He hasn't had his coffee yet. You can't go through here. This is private property. So even, yeah, if you try to go, he won't let you. My daddy loves Pokemon too. Coming up with nicknames is fun, but hard. Simple names are the easiest to remember. Alright, so it's time to go back. I believe there is a trick here, which I might try. I think if you battle your rival over here on Route 22, I've never done this before, but if you battle them and win before you buy any Pokeballs, I believe you get like some Pokeballs as like a bonus. So, what do you mean defeat Bugcatcher? Which Bugcatcher, I guess? Returning home so soon? Return to Pallet Town via Route 1. You can use the cliffs as a shortcut back so you don't have to encounter wild Pokemon again, although the extra experience can still be worth it. When at Pallet again, go to the Pokemon Research Lab. When you deliver the package to the professor, he will give you and your rival a Pokedex, a sort of digital encyclopedia with entries for every Pokemon, as soon as you fill them in by catching them. So let's just go back to Pallet Town. And we'll go through the grass. Do a little bit of battling, get our Charmander up here. We're going to be level 10 by the time we go back. Or by the time we get back, I guess. Have Mom heal us up here. So let's go to the lab. Oh, Red. How's my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What? You have something for me? Red delivered Oak's parcel. Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thank you. Gramps. What did you call me for? Oh, right. I have a request of you two. On the desk there is my invention, Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Red and Blue, take these with you. Red got Pokedex from Oak. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't do it. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. All right, Gramps. Leave it all to me. Red, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one. Red, ha ha ha. Pokemon around the world wait for you, Red. Alrighty. And poor Bulbasaur just still sitting there. Alright, so next, before you leave town again, enter your rival's house in the northeast. Speak to his sister, who is far kinder to you than your rival ever was, and she will provide you with a town map, which shows your current location in the Pokemon world, as well as the location of the other routes and cities. When used in conjunction with the Pokedex, you have one powerful Pokemon hunting tool. This is optional, but very useful for players that are new to Kanto. Okay, the rest of the sites. So, we're going to go back to Viridian City, but I want to get Charmander up to level 10 before we arrive. So he's currently level 8. Let's get our map. Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Here, this will help you. And I like my stuff to be in alphabetical order. Alright, here we go. Wild Pidgey appeared. We'll do one more battle before we go get healed up. Yeah, are you trying to? Is there like a glitch or something that you're trying to direct me towards? So I'm not really going for the glitches or anything in this playthrough. But that is cool if you want to explain what it is. That'd be uh, cool to hear about at least. Is this for the? This isn't for the Mew glitch, is it? It's okay, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe too. I do Pokemon card openings too if you're into that. Alright, level 9. I learned Ember. So got one more level. I would like to get at least 2 Pewter City in this playthrough, or in this session, I guess, but we'll see what happens. Alright, we're level 10. Alrighty. Let's continue on with our walkthrough then. So, once you've completed your errand, return to Viridian City. With that done, the Pokemart is back in business. The clerk will sell you whatever you need now as long as you have the money, and you'd be wise to stock up since you lose half of your money when you run out of usable Pokemon, because they've all fainted. It doesn't pay to keep a lot of cash on hand. Don't buy paralyzed heals, nor burn heals now. They're useless at the moment. The chances that a Pokemon's attack can burn your Pokemon are very rare in-game, and paralysis is not likely to occur until somewhere around the 3rd gym. On the other hand, antidotes may be useful, as Weedle can poison you. You may wish to buy as many Pokeballs as you can afford. You'll be needing them. Some potions, if you're running low, they're only for sale here in the yellow version, and maybe an antidote or two to play it safe, since there are plenty of enemies that can poison your Pokemon in the Viridian Forest. If you're low on potions, don't worry, as there are a lot of them lying around early in the game. The building immediately to the north of the Pokemon Center is the Pokemon School. You can learn some things about status conditions by reading off of the blackboard. There's also a potion hidden behind the weird Y-shaped tree in the northwest corner of town. We already got that. If you head north, you'll find that the old man who was blocking your path has finally gotten himself together and out of your way. If you talk to him, he'll apologize to you, and will then proceed to give you a lesson on the proper use of Pokeballs. When he's finished, you can head past him to Viridian's Forest, the area you'll have to cross to get to your next destination. Using Pokeballs effectively. Log on to the Pokemon PC in any Pokemon Center to access 3 different computer systems, yours, Professor Oak's, and a 3rd system, operated by a mysterious someone. There's a limit to the number of items and Pokemon you can carry at one time, and any extras can be stored in these systems. Captured Pokemon go straight into your party if you have the space. If not, you'll find them stored in someone's PC. When you access Professor Oak's PC, you can ask him to evaluate your progress. You may want to go straight to Viridian Forest, but don't be too hasty. Route 1 was full of Pokemon that you can catch anywhere, but the area west of here, Route 22, has a few interesting finds, especially in the yellow version. But don't go past the grassy area or your rival might challenge you to a fight when you're not quite ready. You'll want to have a bunch of good Pokemon before you attempt to challenge the Viridian Forest. Spend the next few minutes tracking some down on Route 22. Note that if you can beat your opponent's Pokemon without first purchasing any Pokeballs or catching any of your own first, which is easy enough if you picked Squirtle, as Bulbasaur only learns Leech Seed, which does not trip your Squirtle's type disadvantage. Professor Oak will give you 5 free Pokeballs, a great value for a cash-strapped new trainer. So the question is, do we try to defeat him now to get the 5 free balls? Whether you're trying to catch all of the Pokemon you see or just the ones that you need, you should always be prepared for an encounter with a rare Pokemon. This means having at least 3 or 4 Pokeballs on you at all times, and at least 1 low-level Pokemon on your team. That last part is important, since it's incredibly difficult to catch Pokemon when they're at full health. They're a lot easier to catch when they're in the yellow damage zone, and a cinch when they're in the red. But you'll need a weak fighter to take them down to that level, or you may accidentally defeat your target as you whittle away at its health. Sleep, paralysis, and other negative conditions also make catching wild Pokemon easier, but don't use poison or burn, or they could be defeated. Once you've caught them, Pokemon need lots of experience to level up. Weak Pokemon who can't survive battles have a difficult time earning experience. As a result, they can be hard to level up unless you use the simple trick. Put your weakest Pokemon in the front of your roster. When the battle starts, your weak Pokemon will appear to face the challenger. As your very first move, swap him out of one of your tougher Pokemon for one of your tougher Pokemon who can beat the challenger. Stronger Pokemon will do all the work, but since every Pokemon who appeared in the fight gets to share the experience, the weakling will still get half. But beware, since using your first turn to switch Pokemon, your opponent will get the first attack. Okay, Route 2 and 22. These routes are a good place to collect more Pokemon. Route 22 is full of Rattata, along with a specimen or two that are rarely found in this area. Remember to weaken a Pokemon in battle before using a Pokeball on it, or else it will be able to break free. The first time you come through Route number 2, head into Viridian Forest to continue your journey. So on Route 22, we will encounter Spearows, both Nidorans, and Weedle. Actually, Weedle will be in the Viridian Forest. My bad. Yeah, so the Pokemon we need to catch: Rattata, Spearow, both Nidorans, and Pidgey. It's a good idea to take some time and train your Pokemon on Route number 22. You will have the chance, blah, blah, blah. Be sure that you do if you're otherwise, be sure to pick up whichever Nidoran is more common in the version you're playing, both if you're trying to complete your Pokedex. If you stumble upon a Spearow, it makes a nice addition to your collection, being a better flying type than Pidgey. If you would like to earn extra XP, you can challenge your rival here by heading west towards the pond along the top path. Before you do, make sure that you have a few strong Pokemon and that they're healthy and ready to fight. You may wish to wait until after you've traveled through Viridian Forest to conduct this battle, or you may want to skip it entirely. If you beat your rival, you can head back to Pallet Town to get 5 Pokeballs for free from Professor Oak in his lab, but only if you have not purchased any Pokeballs yet, so it's really not worth the hassle of fighting your rival with only your starter Pokemon. When you're done at Route 22, make your way back to Viridian City and exit to the north to reach Route 2. Much of this route is inaccessible to you at this point in the game, but that will change in time. For now, your only concern is reaching the entrance to Viridian Forest. Don't bother hunting for Caterpie or Weedle out here. They're plentiful in the forest. Alright, so let's look at this rival battle number 2 and see if... so he's going to have a level 9 Pidgey and a level 8 Squirtle. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Your rival has improved somewhat since Pallet Town. In Red and Blue, he's using a Pidgey in addition to his starter. You will also want to have some new Pokemon at your disposal. The strategy below is not essential, but it makes things much simpler. The first order of business is acquiring a Spearow. Since it's right here on Route 22, anyone not using Charmander should probably acquire a Spearow. Training it to level 7 or 8 will be sufficient. After that, go to the Viridian Forest and capture a Pikachu. You'll want to do this no matter what starter you have, because Pikachu can counter your rival's new Pidgey, as well as 2 of his 3 starters. Level Pikachu up to level 9 for Thunder Wave. So we need to get a Pikachu. That's what this is saying. Your rival always leads with Pidgey, so have Pikachu in the lead and knock it out with 2 to 3 Thunder Shocks, preferably 2. If your rival chooses Bulbasaur, switch to Spearow and use Peck until Bulbasaur faints. If he chose Squirtle, keep Pikachu in and use Thunder Shock repeatedly, sending in Spearow if Pikachu faints. Charmander has no true counter yet, so you'll have to rely on a little more strategy, namely Pikachu's Thunder Wave, Paralyze, then attack until one Pokemon faints. If Pikachu goes down first, Spearow can finish it with ease. Okay. So I really don't see the benefit in getting the 5 Pokeballs. I mean, if we were doing like a challenge run, maybe I could see it, but I think we're just gonna go and catch our Pokemon and then do it the easy way. So we want I think we want 10 of these. And we want 2 of these. Okay. Let's go ahead and go get our Pidgey and our Rattata. Should we go visit the school real quick? We didn't go in there the first time. Woo, I'm trying to memorize all my notes. Looked ahead at the notebook. First page. Pokeballs are used to catch Pokemon. Up to 6 Pokemon can be carried. People who raise and make Pokemon fight are called Pokemon trainers. Turn the page, yes. Second page. A healthy Pokemon may be hard to catch, so weaken it first. Poison, burns, and other damage are effective. Pokemon trainers seek others to engage in Pokemon fights. Battles are constantly fought at Pokemon gyms. The goal for Pokemon trainers is to beat the top 8 Pokemon gym leaders. Do so to earn the right to face the Elite Four of Pokemon League. Hey, don't look at my notes. Okay, be sure to read the blackboard carefully. The blackboard describes Pokemon status changes during battles. A Pokemon can't attack if it's asleep. Pokemon will stay asleep even after battles. Use Awakening to wake them up. When poisoned, a Pokemon's health steadily drops. Poison lingers after battles. Use an antidote to cure poison. Paralysis could make Pokemon moves misfire. Paralysis remains after battles. Use Paralyze Heal for treatment. A burn reduces power and speed. It also causes ongoing damage. Burns remain after battles. Use Burn Heal to cure a burn. If frozen, a Pokemon becomes totally immobile. It stays frozen even after the battle ends. Use Ice Heal to thaw out Pokemon. Alright, let's go catch our Rattata and our Pidgey. Getting kind of sleepy. Let's at least get our Rattata. I'm feeling pretty sleepy, and looking at the stream I can see myself. I actually look pretty tired as well, so might call it here shortly. Okay. Time is 11 o'clock. That might be a good place to call it. Yeah, I'm going to call it. So that'll be it for this stream. So everybody who tuned in, thanks a lot. Everybody who's watching on the playback, thanks for watching that as well. And if you could, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. Next time we will hit Route 22 and catch the Pokemon there, and then go get a Pikachu and fight our rival on Route 22, and then we'll head to Pewter City. So, alright, thanks everybody for watching, and my name is Jared. I will see you next time in the game room. Peace, everybody.